All right, this one is really interesting and it is a bit preliminary and it just came out maybe a couple hours before we're recording this. So, preliminary. So, things might even change by the time you listen to the podcast. But Google may soon let you create email aliases in an effort to fight spam. This is an APK on the menu that this afternoon was launched, and some people at Android Authority found a ton of strings referencing and in support of something called shielded email. They were able to infer a lot and they dug into the tech, and it looks like it's for single use or limited use email aliases that will forward messages along to your primary Gmail account. So they think it could be useful in something like Chrome, where it looks like this is exactly where Google's building it to address apps that asks for your email address. So this is built into Google Play services, and we don't really know how it's going to be integrated, what this looks like. These are all just purely speculation. Tons of blanks, and even Android Authority doesn't want to make many assumptions, but we're including this so that people are aware that there's probably going to be some kind of Google feature in the near future. I'm guessing it's going to try to compete against Apple's Hide My email aliasing thing that they do. So that's the story, and we'll keep you guys updated once we learn more. As for kind of like analysis, some people have already kind of talked about this on the forum, on the Techler side of things, and it's interesting. I think both sides have a valid point, and I frankly haven't thought about it too much because I've been too exhausted to put my thoughts towards it. But pretty much what I'm seeing is some people think this is great because people using Gmail now get access to better privacy tools, and they can use those on websites and help protect their email address, etc. And then someone else says, well, we don't want people to stay on Gmail because Gmail still has a lot of privacy concerns. And so we actually want reasons for people to move away from Gmail. And this is just going to reinforce people sticking with Gmail, which has a lot of other issues outside of just its lack of aliasing. Yeah, it's really interesting. And I guess I haven't made my thoughts on it yet. All I'll say is that you can use email aliasing with Gmail right now without needing this feature. You can use Simple Login, you can use ADIO, and those are tools that work with Gmail, though I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. I'm just saying it's possible.
You just watched a clip from Surveillance Clips, which is from our normal weekly podcast, Surveillance Report, where we dive into the privacy and security news of each week. It's pretty extensive, and so if you're somebody who wants to learn a little bit more than just what this clip showed, check out the weekly podcast. It's consistent, and you'll get all the news you need. Check it out here on the screen.